Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to another stream of Shadowverse. Today is Monday, September 21st. We almost had a bit of an issue here, and we may still have a bit of an issue here of dropped frames. Let's see. What could be causing that? So I'm in the middle of setting everything up and trying to move over to my new computer, and let's see, we're getting massive amounts of dropped frames. And see if we can look at the log, show view current log, and see if we can get a general idea, because I've moved everything around. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, let's just stop and start over again. Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to another live stream of Shadowverse. Today is Monday, September 21st, and we barely had any chance of this even happening. I'm in the middle of the process. I spent the whole weekend trying to build my new computer and set it up, and mostly stumbled on the fact that it was just going to take more than 3 days to move everything around and get everything installed and set up. And I also am, for one reason or another, having quite the hassle as far as just trying to keep an image of my old current Windows install that we're still on right now on my older SSD drive, so I can put the newer SSD drives in my new computer, and then I'm just going to do a fresh Windows install there, because I was always planning on doing that, but also it does seem like for some reason copying data from just doing a complete copy of a NVMe SSD that is connected through an adapter card through a PCI Express slot, copying that to an SSD seems to just not want to work. A SATA 3 type SSD connection. That, or it could just be that because I put 6 hard drives in my old computer and moved the SSD to the secondary SATA chip, that's causing a problem too. So there could be a couple different reasons, but it's not really worth even messing around with. But I don't want to lose the entire image also, so I think I may have to just pull out some stops and try to make a virtual image from the install instead. That might be the easiest way to solve this, is just to make a virtual image file of the install, so I have all the files, but it won't actually boot or easily boot as a Windows install. And then I will just have to spend a couple days installing my new computer, new operating system on my computer, and getting everything set up. I also ran into the problem, certainly, of there not really being enough time like to upload the videos. So now we've got videos that are recording here when they should be somewhere else, and it's just like, I did make some progress on the macro, but I'm still not sure that the macro will upload the videos the way I want it to, or with any real efficiency. And it's really not worth it to try to, like, there almost is a thought to have a separate Windows PC that is just completely dedicated to uploading videos and then having all the videos recorded on an external like hard drive, and then just moving that hard drive over and maybe cycling between two different hard drives. I suppose if you're a YouTuber with an assistant, that would be a great way to do things. So I've been struggling to try and get Dragoncraft victories, and we've got this arena that in 4 hours will reset, and so I've already done today's arena. Apologies for that, but I did that in the middle of the night thinking I had missed one. I guess I really hadn't. So let's just hop into here. And yep, that's pretty much all I can say for the accountability section. Today is, yeah, I've been working on computers. Besides that one hiccup, everything is going fairly well. I'm very much loving my new computer case with just a much more modernized way of doing things, actual cable management, actual room. I think I only spent like 100, maybe 150 for this computer case, and that even if I've spent 150, that was a great investment considering how my old computer case is probably 15 to 20 years old, and it's just super small and missing a lot of modern day conveniences as far as wire management and the CPU being at the bottom, and just air filters and noise suppressors, and just places where you could put more fans, places where you could put more
hey, how's everyone doing tonight?
Where you could put more water coolers, places where you can put more hard drives, even 5.25 drives, places where you can put more SSDs. You can probably squeeze about 12 hard drives in there if you wanted to, or if you needed to. What's an Otohimi's Vanguard worth? Say 2-1 with Rush. Well,
You commanded my empress.
let's do that. So yeah, I'm loving the case. The only thing I will say is I did have to buy like a magnetic air filter vent that because I was putting the fans on with these rubber anti-shock connectors, I ended up having to cut the ends off of them. They're just always in the way. These little rubber nipples, for lack of a better description. And even the air filter that I did get is not as small of a, yeah, it's not as small of a hole as I would have thought it would have been. So there still may be a decent amount of dust that just is let in. I also say that my case does seem to be very, very capable of gathering dust and just oil off my hands, and that's a shame. But I mean, you can't really build a computer with gloves on and sterilize yourself, and so for as much time as I've put on it, yeah, I am gonna have sweat and oil on my hands, and unless you're looking at the computer case for some ridiculous reason, you'll never see it, or you could potentially wash the outside of it with just a small amount of soap and water. I don't know if there's a real reason to do that. What does this do? This cuts the cost of cards in half.
ours.
Let's see.
I'm spent.
What else do we want to do?
I hope you enjoy my traps. Nowhere to run. Back to the skies. What?
Bop and roll.
Now, is there anything else to evolve here? I mean, I could evolve this. I could have done a little bit more damage, but there's really no reason. Alright. Sorry, I went quiet there for a second. A lot of the internal parts of the computer, until I turn it on, plug it in. Like, I expect with a brand new processor and twice as much RAM and faster RAM, I expect the computer to feel a lot faster than my current computer, which my current computer doesn't feel that slow, so I might be slightly disappointed there. The graphics card is the same, so I'm probably just topping out almost any perceivable difference. And at a certain level, there was a question that certainly happened in my mind. As far as, did I really need to build a new computer at all? I think there is probably an argument to say that I may have jumped the gun a little bit there by 1 year, and it could have been a case where I could have just waited